It's the 13th of August and I'm Tom Glasson. Welcome to The Roast. Tonight we examine findings that 40% of Australians want some form of government other than democracy. I'm putting my vote in for a theocracy based on my paganistic religious beliefs.
Now it is time to prepare the virgin sacrifice.
Hey, I'm ready to be sacrificed. Tonight, a poll reveals 40% of Australians are fed up with democracy, and we look at the future of Iraq. First though, Mark Humphries has the headlines. Kill me, kill me, kill me.
Former Treasurer Peter Costello, the Luigi who could never quite become Super Mario, has used his newspaper column in Sydney's Daily Telegraph to come out against the government. Our thoughts and prayers go out to any Murdoch paper readers still recovering from the shock of reading criticism of the Abbott government. In the column, Mr Costello criticises Tony Abbott's use of the term Team Australia.
I don't know about this Team Australia stuff. When it comes to stopping terrorism, it's not a matter of getting on the team.
Unless it's vampires versus werewolves, in which case Costello is firmly on Team Jacob. The criticism comes days after Mr Costello, whose number plate says surplus forever, also called for Treasurer Joe Hockey to scrap the $7 GP co-payment. Watch out, Costello, you might be on a slippery slope to becoming a progressive. One day you're criticising the coalition in your newspaper column, the next you're getting all touchy-feely with Sarah Hanson-Young. A panda at a Chinese zoo has given birth to triplets. When the horny pandas learn, always use protection. But those are some cute animal triplets. Move over, Huey, Dewey and Louie. Especially you, Louie, whichever one you are. According to the ABC, the births are being hailed as a miracle. So look forward to the tell-all interview with the pandas in New Idea. Pandas have a notoriously low fertility rate, but it's understood mating was able to take place following a screening of DreamWorks' animated film Kama Sutra Panda. Vets say it's still too early to tell which is the evil triplet. A man who punched a Channel 7 cameraman in the face is facing up to 3 years in prison. As for the person at Channel 7 responsible for this, they remain tragically unharmed. The Commonwealth Bank has posted a record profit of $8.7 billion, or as banks call it, never enough. Congratulations, Commonwealth Bank. So do you still need that $4 accounting fee for servicing my bank account, or can I keep that? You're still going to take it? Okay then. And finally, 18-year-old American man Gentry Stein has won the World Yo-Yo Contest in Prague. Congratulations, Gentry. Hello, room service. Yes, more condoms to Mr. Stein's room. Yes, that's right, the Yo-Yo King. For The Roast, I'm Mark Humphries.
What do you mean I'm too virginal to be sacrificed? Really? Oh. Next up tonight, as the security situation in Iraq continues to deteriorate, Prime Minister Tony Abbott says he will not rule out Australian military involvement. It's about time. I mean, we haven't had a video of young soldiers having a really shitty Christmas dinner in an Iraqi mess tent for far too long. And to get a sense of what the Middle East can expect over the coming months, we will cross now to our meteorological Middle East analyst, Clark Richards. Clark? Clark? You there?
Oh, Tom. Hello.
Hi. Sorry, is this a bad time?
No, you've just never crossed to me before. I was beginning to wonder why you even bothered to show up. Now let's see what the forecast has in store for Iraq today. Yesterday we forecast that the conflict hanging over the region would clear up and that there would be widespread peace. But that turned out to be way off. So currently we're looking at the situation more like this. So mostly worry in this region, with life expectancy for militants dropping to record lows. By contrast, with all sides refusing to back down, we should continue to see a rise in tensions, with unstable conditions looking to have settled in for the foreseeable future here in every part of the country. So, if you're heading outside today, be sure to rug up in a tank. Now, building over the last few months has been a front of extremist groups which have emerged from Syria, moving south towards Baghdad and North Kurdistan. And if this turbulence continues, Iraq could be at risk of disintegrating into an extended period of not existing anymore. So for anyone who isn't a militant, it looks like now is the perfect time for a weekend escape to the mountains. Turning to Australia, and we can expect a 100% chance of Australia backing an American military escalation, with high pressure expected to come from here and here, while our government prepares for a cold front of public support. To the global mood indicator now, and the globe has been experiencing a low recently due to profound fear for a third Gulf War in as many decades. But there is a tiny pocket of arms dealers experiencing extreme highs. So if you're one of those lucky few, we'd love to see your photos. Send them care of @TheRoastTV or #RoastForecast. Back to you, Tom.
All right, thank you very much, Clark. Any indication of what weather we can expect back here at home?
Looks like rain.
Oh, great. Well, that's this weekend ruined, isn't it? We'll be right back.
Have you ever bought or rented a videotape that wasn't quite right? We'd love to hear about it at @TheRoastTV or #RoastTV.
Finally tonight, there was some shocking news this week about the state of politics in Australia.
Are politics turning people off democracy? Because 40% of Australians, 40%, no longer believe democracy is the best form of government.
And I am firmly in that democracy-doubting 40% because the party I vote for has never won government. The Australians for More Virgin Sacrifices and also No Parking Meters Party. Our slogan is, it's time to die. But why does the rest of the survey hate democracy?
Most Australians no longer believe it makes any difference which major party wins government.
Which means the Socialist Alliance is just one poorly designed flyer in a uniquad away from taking over the government. So who is responsible for this malaise in Australian politics? For more, we will cross now to our political reporter Alex Lee in Canberra. Alex, people feel like their vote doesn't matter.
Of course it matters, but people often feel like it doesn't because they forget that they aren't the only ones who get to vote. Millions of other people get their say too, and the majority wins.
But even when I'm part of the majority, the actions of the government don't reflect my own specific wants and needs all of the time.
Look, I'm not saying it's perfect, but just because some politicians make decisions that you don't like doesn't mean you should lose faith in the whole thing. You know, that's like seeing Mrs. Brown's Boys the movie and then saying you hate cinema.
The movie, it was a great film.
As we speak, a terrorist army is killing people across the Middle East to impose a new system of government based on Islamist ideology.
See, it's funny because it should be the movie, but they called it the movie.
While over here, nearly half of all Australians are just saying, nah, democracy's shit house, eh? The entire system can't collapse because some of you don't get what you want all of the time.
And you've lost me there, Alex, because I think you'd find that's in fact an awesome idea. So this democracy thing of yours, I can tell you right now, I'm not voting for it.
What? No, you don't get to vote for democracy.
And that's proof that the whole democracy thing doesn't work.
No, you idiot! For God's
Well,
sake.
to quote Alex, democracy sucks. So let's see what other forms of government are on the menu. All right, there's a dictatorship where one person tells you what to do. A monarchy where one person and their spawn tell you what to do. Aristocratocracy where a bunch of uppity cats tell you what to do. Idolocracy where you, the viewers at home, get to decide who tells you what to do. Baristaocracy where a douchebag with a hip moustache tells you what to do whilst writing your name on a giant cup. Cowocracy where a cow tells you what to moo. And disobediocracy where you can't tell me what to do, you're not my real PM. Honestly, these alternatives to democracy are so bad, it makes you want to leave home, explore new worlds and live by your own rules.
Okay, here we go. The start of a new era.
Hey, hold it with the flag. Do we even know we like the Australian system of governance?
Oh yeah, you're right. We should start something different.
This is ground control. Why did you snap the flagpole? We only had one pole. Stand by for 6 months while we send you another pole.
Ground control, no, we're not having democracy here. We're setting up a new system, a better system.
Negative. Wait for pole.
Jesus, he goes on about his poll, doesn't he?
Well, you don't have to listen to him now. You're the emperor.
I am? Well, thank you, Your Highness. High five!
That's a negative. Stand by for pole.
Democracy sucks. So my question remains, why do Australians like me not care about it?
Okay, Australia, you don't want a democracy? Well, it looks like it's time for a good old-fashioned dictatorship.
No, I don't like the sound of that.
Tom, no one knows what they've got until they've had to fight for it in a bloody civil war. So to save democracy, I'm gonna rip it from your cold, complacent hands. All who oppose me will be silenced. This will be the new state-sanctioned haircut.
Oh.
You want an alternative to the current system? Well, you got it, buddy. Because when I'm sitting on the dead carcass of an emu and a kangaroo, what Nikki says, Australia does.
Nikki, in your brave new world, will there be mandatory virgin sacrifices?
No, there will be no virgin sacrifices.
What do you say to parking meters?
I say yes! And the revenue raised will help pay for research into making sure virgins live forever.
My voice. I mean, what about what I want? You know, I see now why democracy is so important. For Australia.
I am your god! A2 Brute.
What's that?
It means you, Tom.
Oh, those are terrible dying words, Nick. Have you got something that we don't have to bleep out? Nick? No, he's gone. And you know what? Nicky's death has made me think, sure, democracy has its problems, primarily the suckholes who try to get elected, but the alternative is so much worse. So in a way, little Nicky's absurd 10-second grab for power helped save democracy in this country. If only there was something we could do for him.
Put my face on a note.
Yeah, we'll do that for you, buddy.
Oh!
Okay, he's gone now. Good night.
But not the hundy. Put me on the $20 bill, the one my people use.
Just die!
Ugh.
Okay, he's definitely gone now, guys.
And the 5.
What the hell are you?
And some stamps.
No one uses stamps!
We might.